Okay, so this is going to be a brief explanation of how you need to get started in the summer class for July 21. So we're online, and this means we don't spread COVID-19, although, of course, thank goodness we are at a time where it's pretty safe now, at least for those of us who are vaccinated. But, you know, you also can go at your own pace more or less. You save on gas. You know, it's more interactive in person. That said, I've really found a way to implement Zoom so that we can really interact with each other, and you guys are going to get to know each other, so it's going to be fine. So what you need for an online course, you need internet access, working knowledge of Canvas. I won't be on your case. I won't be in the classroom telling you what to do, so you'll have to read. You take exams online. There's a time limit, window of opportunity. I mean, it's not that different. So here, this is what we're going to talk about. We'll start off with a textbook, and I'll go over everything else in the class. The textbook, which is the Psychology 6th edition of Pearson. You can get a hard copy book. You don't need it. Just access Revel from Canvas, and you'll get an e-text. This is where it is. You go to COS homepage. You click on My Giant. You guys probably already know this. Then you click on Canvas. See that right there. And then you click on your course, which is 30689, except for it's 2021 now. And this is what your Canvas is going to look like, okay? Announcements. Now you need to subscribe to it with your Canvas app so you receive all my announcements. This is where I'm going to tell you like weekly updates, what you need to do, any changes. For example, if for some reason we don't have class, which might happen, stuff like that. Unless I say we don't have class, we have class every Monday and Wednesday at 12:30. This is where you access the textbook and sign up and purchase Pearson Revel. This is required. You can get 2 weeks free trial. I'll talk about that in a minute, but this is where you go to get there. You can use Chrome or Firefox. They say I can only use Firefox, so try that if Chrome doesn't work. Select Open Revel, create an account or sign in if you have one. Use the same username for all other courses. And then once your accounts are linked, select an access option, either a purchase or you can get a 2-week trial. So this is what it looks like. At least this is what a previous one looked like. It's more or less like this. Discussions is where we're going to do our online discussions. There's one each week, plus your introduce yourself discussion, which you should be doing right away. That's where you access all the tests and quizzes, your chapter tests. Now remember, there's 3, well, I'll talk about that in a second. You must do your chapter quizzes on Canvas. There's your grades, that's everybody in the course, the syllabus, and Confer Zoom is where you're going to go to join our Zoom classes every Monday and Wednesday. Right there on your Canvas, that's the schedule, that's where everything's due, it's right there, okay? It's also in the syllabus. And your upcoming assignments are on your to-do list on the right, so there's no excuse for not getting anything, absolutely everything done. Canvas. So every chapter includes your Zoom lecture, which is worth 10 points. And they don't exactly correspond because it's summer session, you only have 7 lectures. Revel, and then the discussion and the chapter exam. Okay, so the important thing is to remember that a chapter is due every 2 days. Right, now we're going to go on to course objectives and course content. The whole idea of this course is to learn about psychology. Your official learning outcomes is that you will identify major theoretical concepts and be able to apply them to case studies, understand basic methods of research in psychology, data analysis, interpretation, not a lot of data, but you know, it's the basic idea. You will apply critical thinking skills to ethical issues and communicate coherently and effectively. So there'll be some writing components, not a lot. Your discussion is your main one, and that is every single week. That's the most important thing about writing, the way we do it here. We also discuss in breakout rooms amongst yourselves as well. Okay, so course content, 12 chapters. There's 15 in the book, and I do encourage you, if you have time, to go ahead and read the ones we don't cover. We don't cover more because we simply don't have time. Last in 2020, my summer session gave me time for 13 chapters. This one, 12. It's just the way it goes. But that will give you a basic idea, and you can find more out on your own if you want. Again, there's a lot of supplementary materials, such as videos and readings. They'll be in discussion or announcements. For each chapter, there's a little chapter session where it gives extra materials. The lecture, I post a lecture there after I do it. You're going to find a whole bunch of stuff there that's not obligatory, but it's a lot of fun. So, instructional method, again, is online. You have to be disciplined, self-motivated. Basically, twice a week, there's Zoom lectures. It's not me lecturing the whole time. There's activities, there's polls, you read the chapter, you go through the exercises, you do chapter exams, 2 assignments, and your final exam. So Zoom classes, it's required Monday, Wednesday, 12:30 to 3 something or other, 10 points each, 7 points for the whole, not the semester, for the summer session. You get 2 free absences. You don't in summer. You're just going to have to come 7 times because we just don't have a lot of time. You have to enter the Zoom meeting, turn on your camera, and participate in all activities. So, Revel. The Revel component, first you have 50 points extra credit in your pre-course assessment, which you need to do before the first day of class. It doesn't matter what you get on that exam, you get 50 free points, so just do it, okay? It's a huge chunk of your grade. So every chapter has activities on Revel. It's worth 30 points. You have to do everything on Revel to get them. Doesn't matter, if you make some mistakes, it doesn't matter as long as you put in a genuine effort, spend time on it, and do all the activities. You're going to get those 30 points or close to them. Okay, so again, complete the pre-assessment Tuesday, July 6th by midnight. Chapter activities on Revel. Remember, these are separate from Canvas, okay? You have to do them on Revel. This is just to help you learn and keep you working throughout the summer session. It's a very intense session, so this will help you get through. Oops, I'm a little bit too fast. Now, like I said, honest effort, you get all 30 points, okay? Do the quizzes till you get them right. Chapter discussion. For each chapter, there's a discussion question posted on Canvas. You're required to make 2 posts per chapter. Okay, 10 points each for a total of 20 points per chapter, 240 points throughout the course. You can either respond directly to the question being asked or contribute to the overall conversation by commenting on something posted by a classmate. But you still have to both answer the question and you have to give substantive content. You can't just say, I agree with, hey, it's a great day, Jean, I agree with everything you said. No, you actually have to talk about something. And you have to answer the question in the discussion prompt. You have to have a total of at least 200 meaningful words. Words like, hey, my name is June, or hey, Jerry, they don't count, okay? 200 meaningful words to get any credit at all. Basically, you get 0, 10, or 20 points. To get at least 10 points, you have to post at least 100 words. Okay, if you have fewer than 100 words, you will get 0 points. If you have more than 100, but fewer than 200, you will get 10 points. If you have 500 words but only 1 comment, you will get 10 points. So you have to post twice and at least 200 words total. Okay. Sometimes you have to complete an activity and you'll need to do that before class because we'll try to do discussions in class. Okay, which I just said. So the discussion goals in class, you are going to interact with classmates. Again, you're going to be filling it out online, but in class, this makes it helps you guys do it because everybody's doing it together, okay? And then we talk about them as well. So chapter exam. So this is separate from Revel. You will do quizzes on Revel, and then you will have the chapter exam on Canvas. So you must do 50-point chapter exam for every chapter on Canvas. You get 2 top tries, 45 minutes each. Okay, if you need exam accommodation, like more extra time or whatever, you go ahead and notify the Access and Ability Center, and then you have to tell me so I can set up your exams to allow additional time if it's necessary. Assignments. Now, on top of each chapter, you have 2 separate assignments. They're worth 50 points each, and instructions and rubrics are on Canvas, and they'll be available there. And they have to be uploaded to Canvas. I accept Word or PDF format. If you upload a picture for I think it's the first assignment, it's not going to work, okay? I can't see it. Don't waste the last minute. And also, after you upload it the next day when I've had a chance to grade it, make sure you check it, because if for some reason your document doesn't come through right, I will let you know and you have another chance. But if you never read my comments, you won't be able to do that. Okay, so if you complete both assignments, finish the whole thing, you get 20 points. Okay, this is like a 20-point completion of both. Doesn't matter what grade. If you get a 5 and a 5, then you get 20. If you get a 50 and a 50, then you still get that 20. It just adds up. The total points possible for assignments is 120 if you get perfect scores on both, and that 20. Okay, pay attention to your comments again. Finally, you have a final. Yeah, like every time. Okay, it is open all day on July 30th and due at midnight. Okay, it's comprehensive. It covers everything. It's worth 100 points. You get one try only, and it's 120 minutes. So grading, this is just the breakdown of the points I just explained to you. Okay, there's also the introductory discussion where you're going to make a little video and present it. That's worth 10 points too. That's extra credit. This is how it goes, the point breakdown, percentages. I pretty much don't add any points. I do sometimes add extra credit for people who are attending class, but basically this is how it's going to look. And any questions? Well, I'm just recording this. Nobody's here, but if you have any questions, email me. I check my email regularly. If you do not hear from me within 24 hours during the week or 48 hours over the weekend, please send me another email. Okay? Alrighty, hopefully everybody watches this to figure out how to do things. I will also post the PDF on Canvas so you can just read through it.